Welcome back to the Hillbilly RV channel. Today we're on the Greenbrier River, just outside of Hinton, and we're here to work on a camper that's having some electrical issues. Just want to take a second to remind you all to be sure and visit my website. It's hillbillyrv.net. There's links on there to all the Patreon, the PayPal, the Amazon store, all that, and there's a lot of stuff in my Amazon store. A lot of parts and tools that I use every day. Now, for some reason, Amazon takes stuff off every now and then. Stuff that I've had on there, it's just gone. And somebody will say, hey, I was looking for this on your store and it's not there. And I go look, and sure enough, it's not. I go right to Amazon, find it, put it back in the store. I don't understand that, but anyhow, it happens, I guess. But yeah, let's I do appreciate everybody that signed up for the emails. I've sent out one newsletter. I need to do another one. Maybe I'll do that here in the next few days. Get another newsletter out. Let y'all know what's going on. And I also have my other channel. It's Hillbilly RV Behind the Curtain. If you want to see what kind of goes on behind the scenes at Hillbilly RV, go check that out. I think that's enough talking. Let's get started on this one. I'll take you inside and I'll tell you. Well, let me tell you real quick. Customer call was nothing in the camper works except the microwave and the TV. Y'all know where I'm going? Pretty much know, what it is. It's a 12 volt issue. Is it a bad converter? Is it a bad it could be other things, but let's go see what it is, because I think I know what it is. All right, we're in a camper, and yes, we can see that we have a display on the microwave. So we know we've got AC power in the camper. There is our converter. Let's get the cover off of that and get our multimeter out and start checking. First thing I'm going to do is get my multimeter out, put it on AC. Let's make sure that the converter is getting AC power. I'll just catch a ground right here. See if we can figure out which. I believe that's going to be the one going down to the converter. $120 volts. Switch to DC. This is the power coming out of the converter. 1.2 volts. This is the battery. I would expect it to be 1.2 volts. Y'all see that? There's the power coming out of the converter. There's the power in the battery. So, yep, we're going to assume at this point that we have a bad converter. The the reverse polarity fuses are good, but we were checking the power coming right out of the converter. So let me go grab a lower unit and I'll be right back. Oh, I'm gonna unhook the battery too. All right, I'm just gonna cut all the breakers off. We're gonna.
Do I need you to knock them outside?
No, I did it right here.
Okay.
Get just wire out this breaker. Boy, just kind of wadded everything up in here.
And we checked the power coming in. When we got up here, I checked it and checked them fuses, them little fuses.
Right.
Everything seemed to be all right. I couldn't figure out what the trouble was.
Right.
I was an electrician in the mines, which is a lot different to see out here than it is in the mines.
Yes, sir. Absolutely. Now let's figure out which one's a neutral and which one is our ground. Get them unhooked.
Does that convert everything in the camper to DC or?
Just the DC part.
Yeah. What is that? The DC part.
Lights, controls for the refrigerator, controls for the furnace. Well, the furnace.
Yeah.
Controls for the air conditioner, controls for the water heater.
Just about everything. Get it.
Yep. Get the neutral, get the ground. See if we can get them pulled out of here. Alrighty, now we move over to the 12 volt side. This is the positive coming out of the converter, and this is the ground out of the converter. Get those loose. There's a little tab right down here that releases this board, and once again it broke. That's 2 in a row. That old plastic's brittle. There's a couple screws right down here that hold the converter in. Get those out of the way. The converter just slips right out. Those big old wires are kind of hard to work with. Here we are. There's the old one. Here's the new one. There's the new one. Just slip the new one right back in there. Just like so. We can just go ahead and put our screws back in. We can go ahead and get our 12 volt wires hooked up. These big wires are kind of hard to work with. Such a small space. And everything has to be bent at such a sharp angle to work right. Just snug these up a little bit for right now.
Don't give you enough room to work it, does it?
No, that's for sure. Alright, we're going to put this board back in here where it belongs. And I'm going to have to get a screw or two to put in that thing to hold that, because it should have snapped back in that little, behind that tab, but of course that tab broke. Because this stuff is just so brittle. Let's go ahead and finish snugging these up real quick. Check these other ones too, because these were actually loose. Well, that one's really loose too. Yeah, the old connections were loose before we started, so I want to go around and check these. That one was good. See, I'll have to get a screw or something to hold that in there. Now let's get our 110 volt wires. Run up in there, do the ground. Well, we're going to do them all, but we're going to do the ground first. Got our ground wire in there. Our neutral wire. We're just going to go ahead and check these other screws while we're in here, since things seem to be a little on the loose side. The rest of those were good. Apparently it was just all the 12 volt stuff that was loose. Alright, now we get this moved around here and get it stuck in that breaker. Yeah, there we go. Maybe the screw wasn't backed off enough. Alright, tug out, make sure it's good and tight. Might as well just go ahead and check these. If you're doing this, mind you, that top one's actually live.
Yeah.
We didn't unplug the camper. So that's the shore cord coming in. Yeah, it seems like everything else is going to be tight. Okay. Now, it's not uncommon at all for them to piggyback the wire off that converter wire, because, I mean, they put you a Y on here. So, I don't know what else is piggybacked on here, but something is. Put that wire nut back on. Try and get all the stuff back in here where it was at. It's always a little bit scary because all this stuff's plastic. Takes quite a bit of pressure. All right, let's test. Put our meter on DC. Got the meter on. We'll go right here. Power coming out of the converter. We'll start flipping breakers on the main, whatever that one is, whatever that one is, whatever that one is, and this should be the converter. Which we got power coming out of the converter now. Now this should auto detect here in a few minutes that this is not a lithium-ion battery, and that charge voltage should go down to about 13.4, because these converters nowadays auto detect. It's probably because the battery is so dead. What 1.2 volts or whatever, so it's going to charge a little higher rate for a little while. Well, there you have it. I do have to figure out how to hold that little board in there with all the fuses in it, but that's it. It's pretty easy peasy. Well, I'll tell you what, I've had a lot of bad converters here this year. I can't hardly keep them on the truck. So I got another converter job to go on Monday. This is Friday, so yeah, it's gonna be it.
You come up here pretty often, or
just when I have to? Yeah. So that's gonna be it today, folks. Y'all have a fantastic day. I am gonna go up the road and work on another one, and we'll catch y'all later.